A day in Paris, a journey of discovery. It was a crisp morning when I arrived in Paris, the city I had dreamed of visiting for as long as I could remember. As I stepped out of the Gare du Nord station, the cool air of spring wrapped around me, and the first rays of sunlight kissed the rooftops. My heart raced with excitement, and I couldn't wait to explore every corner of this magical city. My first stop was the iconic Eiffel Tower. I had seen it countless times in photos, but standing beneath it, gazing up at the towering iron structure, was nothing short of awe-inspiring. I decided to take the elevator to the top. As I ascended, the views of Paris grew more breathtaking by the second. The Seine River wound its way through the city, and the grand boulevards stretched out in every direction. I took a moment to breathe in the scene, feeling like I was floating above the world. After the Eiffel Tower, I wandered toward the Trocadero Gardens to snap a few pictures. The fountains cascading water and the panoramic views of the tower were perfect for photos. By now, my stomach was growling, so I decided to grab a quick breakfast. I found a charming café, Café de l'Homme, just a short walk from the gardens. The croissant was flaky and warm, and the café au lait was the perfect pick-me-up to start my day. Next, I made my way to Le Marais, a historic district known for its narrow, cobbled streets and trendy boutiques. I wandered aimlessly, losing myself in the charming atmosphere of the neighborhood. I stumbled upon Place des Vosges, one of the oldest squares in Paris. The architecture was stunning, with its red brick buildings and manicured gardens. I sat for a while, enjoying the quiet and watching Parisians go about their day. By lunchtime, I was ready for a more substantial meal, so I headed to Chez Jeannot, a cozy bistro tucked away in the heart of Le Marais. The menu featured classic French dishes, and I couldn't resist ordering the bouillabaisse, a rich seafood stew that warmed me from the inside out. The dish was accompanied by a glass of rosé, which complemented the flavors perfectly. The ambience was lively but relaxed, and I lingered over my meal, savoring each bite. After lunch, I headed to the Louvre Museum, just a short walk from Le Marais. The grandeur of the museum never failed to impress me, and I spent hours wandering through its galleries. I marveled at the Mona Lisa, trying to understand the fascination with her enigmatic smile. The Winged Victory of Samothrace was another highlight, its grace and movement captured in marble were mesmerizing. I also took some time to explore the Egyptian antiquities section, which was filled with mummies and intricate statues. As the afternoon turned to evening, I took a leisurely stroll along the Seine River, crossing the Pont Neuf Bridge and enjoying the soft glow of the streetlights reflecting on the water. The air was becoming cooler, and the city began to take on a magical atmosphere, especially with the soft light of dusk. I decided to have dinner at Le Comptoir du Relais, a small but popular spot in the Saint-Germain-des-Prés district. The menu was a celebration of French comfort food, and I opted for the duck confit with roasted potatoes. The meat was perfectly tender, falling off the bone with each bite. I also enjoyed a glass of red wine from Bordeaux, which perfectly complemented the richness of the dish. The atmosphere in the bistro was warm and intimate, and the waiter even recommended a decadent crème brûlée for dessert. Of course, I couldn't resist. By the time I finished dinner, the city was alive with lights. The streets of Paris were buzzing with energy, and I found myself walking aimlessly, savoring the moment. I passed by the Notre Dame Cathedral, its Gothic beauty lit up against the night sky, and took a moment to sit on the steps, reflecting on the incredible day I had just experienced. Exhausted but content, I made my way back to my hotel, my heart full of memories. Paris had lived up to every expectation and more. I had tasted the food, seen the sights, and felt the heartbeat of this city that had enchanted me for so long. As I drifted off to sleep, I couldn't help but smile, knowing that I would carry the magic of Paris with me forever.